This is it, it's leaving day here at the Crick Boat Show. It's actually Monday, so the show's not over yet, but we're moving. So first off, Rob's got to turn around, and for him to do that, he's got to go a couple miles up north, turn around in the winding hole, and then come back. Now I can pull slow in and help Rob turn the boat about. This is Curiosity.
There you go.
Oh, she's a beaut, Steve.
It was nice to meet
The real 200.
you. Yeah, exactly.
Lovely to meet you, mate. Thank you so much. See you later, man. I'll see you back in Burko.
Yeah, back to Burko. Have a safe trip.
You too, pal. Catch you later. Right, sorry about the noise, Nikki.
Not a problem.
Indeed. Right. Enjoy the rest of your time here and have a good safe trip home, yeah? Right. I'm on. It's all good. See you later. Well, that's it, we've left Crick. What an amazing few days that was. Oh, there's a boat coming against me. Right, here we go, the Crick Tunnel. This time in a southerly direction. And this time, definitely with a boat ahead. Right, here comes this boat. I think she's about 50 metres ahead of me at the moment. So really the trick, I'm already going much slower today than I was the last time through a tunnel, because I knew I had a boat against me. Just go nice and slow and stay to the starboard side as much as I can, really. There should be enough room for both of us without hitting each other. Go. Have faith. Plenty of room. Morning. That was okay, wasn't it? Have a good day. Right, now I can step on it because I can see there's no one ahead of me. Bridge 10 and then all the way down to the Watford flight. There's Polaris, the all stainless steel narrowboat that I saw at show. No need for any protection on the hull of that boat. You can just make out the M1 going across there, so that means just after this bridge it's the top of the Watford flight. Oh, there's Rob. I've just seen Serafina moor up just ahead of the flight. I thought she'd be through by now. Moor up here on the bollards and go check myself in with the lockkeeper on duty. Rob is extremely lucky because the way that the boats are positioned, he's going to be going down there and then another boat's going to be coming up. Because otherwise, if they were doing something called backfilling, which is just bringing a whole series of boats down, Rob's boat would be down there, this chamber here would be full because another boat would be coming down, and all of that would be flooding Rob's deck at the back. And on the way up, that's exactly what happened, and completely flooded his wheel deck. I've been here at the top of Watford flight now for 2 hours. This could have easily happened on the way down. There's now I think 4 or 5 boats at the top here waiting to go down. They've shifted direction, so when you do, you kind of lose an hour. So now there's a tranche of boats all making their way up, and then we'll make our way down. So my plan is to get to Wilton Bottom Lock and get to that cafe, get myself a nice lunch, and from here to top of the flight is 45 minutes, and it might be 3 hours down the flight, and that's hopefully where I'm going to meet the twins. Right, it's nearly 1 o'clock and we are making our way down the first lock. Here we are at Bottom Lock. With that teenager running around, I got down here in record time. Thank you so much. That is amazing, man. That's an amazing help. Enjoy your holiday. Cheers, pal. Well, that's it. With the help of the fastest lockie on the Grand Union, I've got down the flight before lunch, and now I've got to get my way to the next flight, which is at Long Buckby, which is about 45 minutes to an hour away. Right, I'm closing in on the top of the Buckby flight. I don't know how far I'm going to get really today. I'm picking up the twins probably about, I don't know, mid-afternoon or something by the time I get down the bottom there. So if we can, we'll get to Weedon Beck. That'd be good to stop there. There's a few amenities which I might need because I've got no food on board. But I'm really looking forward to the next couple of days with the twins. It's going to be a real contrast to what it was at Crick. It's quite a full-on weekend, kind of a weekend of kind of pushing it a little bit, I guess. So having a few days of going easy, not drinking, early nights, that kind of stuff would be pretty good. So I'm really glad that the twins are joining me for today onwards. And I've got so much to digest from all the boats I saw at the show. Not just the boats on display, but other people that invite you onto their boats and you see little bits and pieces, how they're actually lived on. Because so many of those display boats are designed for marina use really, not continuous cruising. And there's a massive difference in the way you lay it out and design it. Right, I'm approaching Norton Junction, which is the end of the Leicester line, and I do a hard turn to port to join the Grand Union main line again. and then about 100 metres ahead of me is the top lock of the Buckby flight. So from here I can see the boats coming down south from on the Grand Union main line there, so I can kind of work out if I'm going to meet anyone at the junction or not, but it also gives me an indication as to whether I can go down and pair up with someone in the locks, which is going to make it a damn sight quicker, because there's 7 locks to get done here. Okay, we're halfway down the flight. I've got to say, Slow Patrol has just performed so well on this whole trip. Just doesn't miss a beat. And I'm hoping for 2 things. That the cafe is still open, try and get myself a fine feed. And I'm also hoping that the twins are at this marina and not a different one. See you later. Bye. Okay, let's go. I think that's going to be the closest I get to an Arthur. Okay, it's around 5 o'clock now and we are pulling into Weedon Beck. And I have a feeling I might see Rob and Serafina moored up here, because there was an old like naval works that he wanted to go and check out. But I'm out of supplies, so I think I might call Weedon Beck home for the night for me and the twins and see if we can get a check out that thing that Rob wanted to look at. Okay, so here's the canal coming down here. We've moored up just there, walked across here, and on the map there's something there called Royal Ordnance Depot, and there used to be a canal, a cutting, which went all the way along here, and that's where they had, that was an armory, and that was kind of, I think, the most inland armory there could have been, with access via the canal. And obviously it's all blocked off there. This, I think, is now a housing estate. Let's go and have a look. It's called a portcullis. Do you know what a portcullis is?
No.
Right. It's a gated waterway. Look. So down there, look, there we go. That's the old canal.
Wow. How do you have a gate with a
And look,
waterway?
well, basically it goes down there. Obviously it's all blocked off there.
Can't water go through gates?
Yeah,
though?
yes, but it's to stop boats. Okay. Right, let's look around the other side. This is it. This wall goes all the way around. Oh wow, it's definitely got an army feel to it.
I don't like this. This is fun.
Yeah, this is kind of wartime. Look at that. It's alright, you can talk. But look, all these buildings around here, yeah, these were all armories. These used to store weapons.
That's just crazy. I mean, you do some pretty good magnet fishing, and now there's a random truck with a highway sign on the back.
Well, yeah, it's now just workshops and offices.
Yeah. They really are so cute. Oh, one of them's tangled up in one of those weeds. Yeah. Oh, that's where's the one that isn't there? That's stringy. That's like stringy cheese on a pizza. I'm not sure you should be eating that. Oh, little baby. I guess the baby. Yeah.
I'm really glad I've made the detour to come and see this place. This is really quite impressive, and it's kind of really as it always was. So next time we're up on the Grand Union, Bridge 24. It's only a 5 or 10 minute walk, but this place is quite interesting. Right, so today is day 2 of the trip. We've had a very nice overnighter here in Weedon, and we managed to go and see something which we wanted to see, so that's good. There's not much else to, oh my god, there's not much else to do in Weedon. That's better. But today we've got quite a long way to go, but no locks, so we want to do all through Bugbrook, so all of that, and then we get to Blisworth, go through the Blisworth tunnel, and end up in Stoke Bruerne. I reckon that'd be a good little spot. Never stayed in Stoke Bruerne. I think the kids would like it there. There's that Indian restaurant which I've passed a million times and never managed to get into, so I think that'd be the plan. Boat keys. Having a helper is amazing. Cheers, my love. Florrie's looking for tadpoles and eating her millionth bag of crisps. Oh look, Florrie, look, little baby ducklings. And we are closing in on Nether Hayward. To make a cup of coffee. I've never realised how loud it is inside this boat. Man, I need to sort out my gunnels. Right, Arthur's driving, I'm making a coffee. What bridge number is this?
This would be 42 if the last one was 41.
Okay, good, 42. Right, bridge 43. That's a lovely stone bridge. But that signifies the end of one page and the turning of a new. We're about 2 or 3 miles away now from the Blisworth tunnel. The twins I thought were going to be fairly excited about that, but I don't think they are. I've told them it's kind of 2 miles underground. It's quite wet and dark and dingy, and for some reason they don't really want to be outside me for that. But I've just spoken to Rob, just checked in with him, see how he's getting on. Obviously he's on a diesel propulsion on the way home, and he left Crick yesterday and spent last night in Stoke Bruerne, and I'm hoping to get to Stoke Bruerne tonight. So he just did a mammoth, that is a huge move, Crick to Stoke Bruerne through the, I mean that's massive. So I think he's probably going to end up in 3 Locks tonight, which is the southern side of Milton Keynes. I mean, I'm looking at getting there for Thursday at this rate. Oh, bridge, boat. Right, this is Norton Junction. Northampton Arm goes up there. We're going down there. And we've got about 2 miles now until we get to Blisworth and the start of the Blisworth tunnel. Oh, bloody boat. Whilst Arthur drinks the world's most expensive drink, I'm just coming up to Candle Bridge, number 50. So we're going to stop here and kind of get ourselves sorted for the Blisworth tunnel.
You might need to stop at Candle Bridge. A lady who lived in a nearby cottage made her living selling candles to passing boats to light the long dark trip through through Blisworth tunnel. On both sides of this bridge were wharfs where boats were loaded with local stone. In this locality, before the canal was built, there were fish ponds, a watermill, and a well. Look out for names nearby relating to this time. That's a good picture.
That is a good picture, isn't it?
Mushroom hat. I think that's your kettle.
Oh, thanks. Florrie's got her tunnel gear on, and we are making our way through Blisworth village. We've got about, well, half a mile until the tunnel. I've got my lights set up on there. Tunnel lights already on. Fenders are up. Next stop, Stoke Bruerne. It is noticeably drier in here than the last time I went through, a few days ago.
Go into this tunnel if you have claustrophobia.
Oh, you can't do anything about it, Flo. Well, that's definitely a boat coming against us now. There's 2 boats coming against us, one after the other. This is it, we're directly above the tunnel here, you guys.
Wait, can we try and find one of those
vent shaft.
Yeah, where you can see into the tunnel.
Come on then.
Wow,
It would have been easy if you didn't bring your giraffe out, Flo. Okay, I know he does.
Might be quite hard, but look there, it's a high drop.
Yeah, well, this is a disused railway bridge, Arthur.
Yeah, it's quite a high drop.
Yeah, I know, it's massive.
Oh yes, made it. So how do you turn them off?
There's a switch inside. The twins are playing in a massive, that's the middle section, that's the cross-sectional side of the tunnel. When it was redone, there's a kind of a massive rebuild or repair on like the central section of it. So it's closed for quite a time. I think it's done in the 80s. Yeah, no paddle boarding through there. Right, come on guys, Stoke Bruerne awaits. Here we go. Prime moorings in Stoke Bruerne. And I think we can stop here overnight. Well, we're going to. So this is the very famous and well-known canal-y town of Stoke Bruerne. Boat Inn. It's a free house. That looks nice with a little ice cream place. There's Woodward's restaurant there. There's the Spice of Bruerne, which is the destination for tonight. And here's the Canal Museum. And it's got a cafe. Now I've looked at there's a canal shop as well over there. That's probably closed right now. So, I mean, it is picture postcard around here, completely.
Wow,
That's cool.
wow. It's incredible. Hold on.
Now, please don't go down there, Arthur.
I could get back up.
Well, you may be able to, but you're probably not allowed.
Thanks, Sherlock. I didn't know that.
No, the ice cream place is closed, Flo. It is. That's their closed open hatch.
Please ring bell for service.
Yeah, there's no one there.
Cookie dough at the moment, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, in the cone or tub?
Tap, please.
Had to put your ice cream in the kitchen.
This here it's not the resting place of, that's just a headstone, but that was a local nurse that looked after boatmen and their families to the point that she was awarded with the British Empire Medal. That's a nice boat.
Not really.
Come on, it's only up here.
Oh, okay.
I'm just opening this lock. So this is the top of the flight. There's 7 locks in this flight. I'm only going to do this first one and then more up outside the navigation inn. And then come here for dinner tonight. Perfect. But the moorings I had there were not long, well, they weren't right for me, so I've got to go. I think some of them were disabled or reserved, but either which way, I don't really want to use those moorings. So through one more lock. Well done, that's it, you're there. That's it, take it off. Well done. It's always quite windy in Stoke Bruerne. The wind blows over these hills here, it's all quite open. It's kind of died down for the minute. But I've opened the lock gates ahead of me so I can go straight in. Been quite a lot of damage to these gates here. That one's totally out of action. And that one's kind of a little bit in a bad state as well. Just heard that these are going to be closed for 2 months in the winter. So that's basically the whole Stoke Bruerne flight gone. There's a spot here, right next to the navigation inn that we were in last time. That's it. Good lad, bring it in. Brilliant work. Well done, Artie. I feel disgusted with myself, but I had no alternative but to light the fire. It's the 30th of May and I'm burning coal. Well, I'll see you tomorrow for the next leg of our journey, which is going to see us from here, which is just by the Navigation pub in Stoke Bruerne. And basically, we're going to get as far as we can, but I really want the twins to see Cosgrove, and I'd like to see it again. So we'll see if we can get there. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.